You're live.
All righty, we are live with another edition of Goose Troop, the Goose Troop. We're -1 today, though, so I don't know if we'll be a troop as such, right? Are we a troop without the third? Is it still a troop? Like, is
Oh, I don't know. Two
one
people
member
in
of
a
the
troop.
one member of the band still?
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
solo act, right?
Well, one. Yes, our solo is we're missing one. But what do you
Yeah, we
call
are
two?
missing one today. Carl's out
We're the
today.
duo, the troop, the goose duo.
The Goose Duo today. That's what we're going to be called.
Yeah,
So we're just a
yeah.
goose in a pinch.
Goose in a pinch, no squeeze.
The squeeze is out today. The squeeze is out
Squeeze is
today.
out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know what? That was really a nice time last night. Thank you for coming, obviously. Uh, we appreciate everyone that came last night. But it was really just what was it was like you and Dan showed up and Christina was there and she brought tons of food. Oh my
Lots of
goodness.
food.
Oh my
Yes.
god. There's a little get together, really, not a party as such, but like a little get together that Ray had at his house. That was really nice. Oh my god, did you get to try everything? Like, I don't think I tried everything.
I didn't try the hot wings.
No,
'Cause
yeah, I wanted to. I didn't try
I
the hot
wanted to
wings.
too, but Dan didn't feel well, so
No, he wasn't feeling well, so he kind of left early. But I did try the chili. Did you try the chili?
yeah, that was fine. That was
The
fine.
chili
Yeah.
was really nice. You get to see the pumpkin that Dan carved too. I thought that was really cool what he did.
Yes.
He like
Yes.
took that outside and like minutes later he came back in and it was done. He did a little morning disaster pumpkin, a morning disaster pumpkin that he carved. And he didn't even carve like the whole thing, right? Usually you poke all the way through it. It was kind of like a shaving, would you say, right? He like kind
Yeah,
of
he didn't go all the
shaved.
way
Yeah,
through.
he didn't go all the way
So you
through.
could put like a light behind it. Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
even cut the hole in the top yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So I mean, it didn't take him long to do it all, but I guess he just kind of drew on it and then was carving it out. But I thought that was really cool, or shaving it out rather. But that's always a mess. Have you ever? I'm sure you probably did that with the girls, right? The pumpkin carvings and the.
No, I haven't done it with the girls. We used to do it when we were kids, but no. Their dad does that. Yeah.
Remember sticking your hand in the pumpkin and having to
Yeah.
clean that all out. I remember having to, because you have to take a spoon, right? And you have to
Yeah.
get it out of there. Yeah.
Are we on Facebook, huh?
I think so. I think we should
I
be.
don't see
Yeah.
it.
Oh well.
Really? Oh, there it is. There it is. I think I got it now. It says YouTube.
Yeah. Does it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't see. Let me see.
All right. You're just using your phone, right? When you do this, you just kind of use your phone and
I use my phone, but
a tablet, right? You got a little tablet. Your phone, right? When you do this, you just kind of use your phone and
yeah. Hold on. Use my phone, but I turn it down.
Okay, yeah.
But I couldn't find us on Facebook.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
No, I see YouTube.
All right. Yeah, Ray is saying YouTube is on Facebook. Okay, so we're live anyways. We're live. We're going live. People can listen later if they don't join us now.
Okay.
I know it is a holiday. We didn't want to do a long show, right? We weren't planning on a long show. But I did want to talk about today, though, a couple things, Cindy, that we had. One of them is, I think in the upcoming weeks, I'm going to have on, I think I mentioned this to you before, maybe at dinner one time we were going for dinners, but which I really enjoy, by the way, which I really enjoy. I do.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, they're nice. We BS a little bit and get some nice meals. But I think that I'd like to have Carl do. I spoke with him about this last week at work. Him do a little little segment on the show about, because he has so much knowledge as it pertains to music, and bands and how they got their start and and things of that nature, why they wrote a song or whatever, or how the song came to be. He really has a lot of knowledge in that. And so I want to do a little segment for him. I spoke to him last week. I think I did that Thursday or Friday. Last week I spoke to him. And so I guess he's going to do some, I'll give him a little spot on the show, a little time, and we'll talk about music. The three of us will interact and whatever band he comes up with. We all have something to say about it or some thoughts on it. And then he'll tell us a little anecdote that he came up with. And for you, Cindy, I know that Hope is a part of the family, right? The girl,
Yeah.
Sheena's family, and your daughter Teresa's family. So I think for you, Cindy, I would like to have you, because I'm going to have this company, this organization rather. It's called Wild Canine. And without you ever heard of that? You ever heard of Wild
Oh
Canine?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Where they go and rescue dogs, or if a house, or
Hmm.
if they hear of a dog where it's being abused, or whatever the case may be, they're
Right.
giving up the dog, and they come and rescue the dog, and they give them vaccinations and feed them, and just really take care of them, bathe them, and and give grooming them as well. And I was really fascinated by this because, like I said, there's a colleague that Carl and I work with, and she is so involved in this, but she's kind of shy. She's really shy, so she wouldn't. I
Yeah.
asked her to come on and speak on Wild Kingdom, but she gave me this lady's number, who's in charge of it, and I said, okay.
Oh,
And I was like, well,
Jill Ajeezy.
what's that?
Her name's Jill Ajeezy. She's the one that's in charge of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know her?
No, no, but I've seen her name list connected to it,
Oh yeah,
and yeah,
yeah. She
yeah,
gave me
she does
her.
great work.
Oh, she really does. I think that whole organization does great work, to be honest. I
Yeah.
really do. The more and more that my colleague was telling me about it, I'm just, man, wow. I can't say enough good praises on that. But I want to have them on the show. Maybe we can, ask them some questions and they can just inform us of what they do. They're going to come on the show in a few weeks, I'm thinking. Um, Probably like the second week of November, maybe right before Thanksgiving and the holidays kick off here. I think it'd
Yeah.
be a good idea to have him on. But your segment, Cindy, that I'd like you to do, like I said, I mentioned Hope, the Wonder Dog, which I met
Hmm.
last week, right? I got to meet Hope, the Wonder
Yeah.
Dog. Yeah, she
Hmm.
jumped on top of me, and she's such a
Yeah.
happy little dog. She's such a happy little dog. But
Yeah. She's running around here somewhere.
yeah,
I don't
she
know. Yeah.
she runs
Yeah.
that household, doesn't she? She
She
runs that
does.
household.
She does.
So for you, Cindy, I was thinking like maybe you could do, like I said, we're gonna have Wild Canine on in a few weeks, and we'll talk with her, the lady over there, and then get some, basically just some knowledge, and anyone looking to maybe adopt one of these fine doggies. Have you do a little segment like that, Cindy, where you talk about dogs? Because I know that
Oh
Hope,
yeah.
like I said, is a big part of your family.
She's a
So,
rescue. She's a
oh,
rescue from the APL.
oh, she is. So you
Yeah.
rescued her from the APL.
Yes.
Oh
Hmm.
wow, oh wow. Maybe we'll have them on too. But
Yeah.
yeah, maybe that would be a good segment for you, Cindy. I'm thinking maybe that might be a good little segment for you, where you talk about,
Mhm. Sure.
your experience with Hope, or just information on dogs and what have you. Did you ever own a
Yeah.
cat though? But no, you can't, right? You can't own cats because aren't you
Well,
allergic to?
years ago, before I became allergic to them, we had a couple of
Mm.
cats.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. And then
Yeah.
chickens, chickens at the grandma's house. That's such a
Chickens and
funny
grandmas.
story that you told.
Yeah.
Now, Carol and I still laugh at that. At my word.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, we still do. Whatever happened to the
So
farm that your grandma had though? Whatever happened to the farm? Did it stay in the
it
family,
got
or did
put.
you guys
No,
sold
it
it?
got up
Or
when Grandma passed away. It got put up for auction.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Hmm.
By that time, there wasn't any animals on it. They just had 80 acres that they farmed.
No, okay.
Someone was renting the place, and
Hmm.
they were getting money off the crop. So
Oh
yeah,
wow. I'm guessing another farmer would have bought that land, right?
I
I'm
think
guessing.
so.
I'm
I think
guessing.
so.
And then, although,
She had all kinds of antiques and stuff,
oh, she did.
so
Oh wow.
which probably weren't antiques when she bought them, but she still had them.
Now,
Yeah.
do you collect things too as well, Cindy? Do you collect? Are you have something that you collect?
I used to collect what something they called head vases, which I
Which
don't care anymore. It's actually a vase shaped like a woman's head, like from the shoulders up, and there's all kinds of different designs. but I sold them off. I've got one left, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Some had necklaces, earrings, even one had a little fur piece. It was.
Was it all made out of glass, or was it like porcelain, or was it?
Pottery, like a pottery.
Oh,
Yeah.
pottery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I went.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I collected the Beanie Babies like everybody else. Ran around and started at McDonald's. I still have my original set, or in the bag, so of the ones from McDonald's. But
Yeah.
we got quite a few. My mom had so many. She had two. What do you call it? Curio cabinets full of them. So yeah.
But you don't collect anything now, though. It's like you said, you only have one of those now, one of the vases.
I have just Steelers. I have Steelers stuff. Other than that, and I'm trying to not get any more of that. I've got enough. Yeah.
You like that, Cindy?
What's it say? KC?
KC.
KFC? No, just KC.
How dare you? How dare you? That'd be your team, young lady. That'd be your team. What happened to your team this year, by the way? How did your week go this week? Your fantasy football week go this week?
I won't know till tonight if I won or not. I've got 4 players left.
Players, okay.
I got 4 players left. 2 on Cincinnati, 2 on Cleveland, and I need 40 points.
Oh, wow.
Seems like that might be good in my favor, but you never know.
So you have 4 players left, or you have 6 players? You have 4 players left. You just need 10 points from each of them, really.
Yes.
You need 40 points
one to get a lot.
Or 40 points to
win.
40 points to win. Right, so you're down by 39.
And the person I'm playing against has already played all their players, so they won't get any more points.
Hey, how did your guy do last night? The Diggs. How did he do last night?
I think he got 22, so that was good.
Wow. That's really good for a wide receiver.
Well, and they said Metcalf wasn't going to play, so I didn't check the afternoon game. Bad on me. And he ended up playing, and he got 17 points, where I could have put him in one of the spots that got 10 or 11 points. So that was kind of disappointing.
You'll still be in first, though, right? If you lose this week, I mean, if you do, it sounds like your odds of winning are pretty good, though. So if you lose this week, you're still tied for first, right? The worst you can do is still be tied for first, because you're in first place all by yourself right now.
Right.
Even the worst case scenario is you tie for first still.
Yeah, but there's been one of the people behind me's already lost, and I was thinking maybe one has to score an unbelievable amount of points. I could actually be ahead by, I think, 2 games maybe.
If you win tonight.
It goes right. If I win tonight, and there's a couple things got to go my way, a couple other players got to lose, but so I might be up by 2 by the end of this week.
Irene's in there. Irene's in the chat room. You got the chat room up or no? Or can you get it up?
I can't get it to come up for some reason. I don't know what I'm doing here.
All right. But you know what? I got sent a message. What's the hottest thing you've ever done?
Totally.
Don't answer that.
What?
Don't answer that. Don't answer.
What is that? I can look at it real quick. Hold on, let me see.
Cindy said, Irene saying, Cindy, what's the hottest thing you've ever done? Don't answer that nonsense. Don't answer that nonsense. Well, she's trying to bait you. She's just trying to bait you.
Hottest thing I've ever done.
Some of that chat room just tries to bait each other. That's all it is. And they kind of rip on each other, I've noticed. I will say, though,
answer it.
Irene really is a good fan of the network, I would say, the entire network. She listens, and I really appreciate that.
Oh. Yes, us MFs made it to the party, Irene.
We did, Irene. It was a really nice party. And Brian's in there as well, my colleague from Brian. Brian says, answer it, Cindy. Answer it, Cindy. All right, Cindy. I guess they want you to answer. I don't know. I mean, give the audience what they want, I guess.
Oh, there's Brian. I wondered what he looked like. You talk about him all the time.
Yeah, man. He's such a great guy.
Hey, Brian.
Cindy says, hello, Brian. He's such a great guy, this dude, man. I've been trying to talk him into being on our podcast, making a guest
why not
on the podcast, because he knows me, he knows Carl, obviously.
Is he off on Mondays? Is he off on Mondays?
Yeah, I think so. I think he has the same schedule as me. And Brian's in there saying hi, Irene, Roland, and Cindy. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, you got to
Who's
meet this
rolling?
guy. I really want you guys, my brother and you guys, to meet him. He is such
You hear
a
me?
what's that?
Who's rolling? I don't know who he is.
Yeah, I don't know who this Roland character is. I don't know who this Roland character is.
Oh,
All I know is
yeah.
Goose, right? All you know is Goose.
Right. Good.
Diane's in there. We say big hello to Diane. Thank you for joining us,
Yeah.
Diane. You know, anyone who has listened, or you know what, the anyone who has listened and joins the chat room, I've noticed, really becomes a fan of not only of Ray's. Obviously Ray's been doing it for years, and Cindy's only. How dare you, Irene? You're so insulting to me.
Oh my.
Every chance they
Irene
get,
gets
they poke
Irene
it,
won the contest Saturday night.
Dude, she
She
did. I
gets to,
know. I'm gonna have.
yeah.
Did I tell you I'm gonna have Bubba run the week before, right on the trivia?
Right.
Did you get to listen to it at all?
I didn't listen to it live. I listened to it later.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And the
I was
thing,
at the party.
you know what? What I thought too. Speaking on that, now that we're on that, what I thought too. Becky's in there. Say hello to Becky. We got Becky, Diane, Irene, Brian, Ray Ray's obviously in there. Um, Obviously, I like doing this show a lot. The three of us, I think we kind of gel together, and we have I think, good chemistry together. Get off. Don't look at that nonsense, Cindy. Don't. It's Irene. There's
It's probably more than just Monday, I'd bet.
uh,
Oh God.
She is a piece of work. Christine's in there. Hello, Christine. Corey's
Hey,
in there.
here we go
Howdy,
back to this
y'all.
again.
That's another thing. Howdy, y'all. That is a Southern term, right? Howdy, y'all. Right? Southern, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Like, because I noticed that people in the North, don't they go, or don't they use like hey or hiya, right? They say hiya.
Hey. Hey.
Hey,
How you doing?
hey, how you doing? Yeah, there we go.
How you doing?
Hey, how you
Like
doing? Joey, how you
Joey
doing?
from Friends. How you doing?
Hey, Joey doesn't share. Right? Joey
No,
doesn't share food. That's the
you
one thing he
didn't
doesn't
share.
share. But I like doing this podcast a lot. I have a lot of fun. Cindy Lopian's in there. Have you ever met her, Cindy? Have you ever met Cindy Lopian?
No, I have not.
I hear so much about
She's
her.
been mentioned that I know she's friends with Christine, and Christina cleans her house.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. How many houses
Yeah.
is thank you, Cindy Lopian. I appreciate that. Thank you. And it was a nice birthday. It actually was a nice little party that they had, or get together rather, that everyone had. And Christina brought so much food. Oh my goodness. I tried the meatballs. Did you try the meatballs after all? Did you try the
Yeah.
meatballs? I tried them. I tried the chili. I really liked that. I tried, like I said, the things that I wanted to try was like you said, the chicken wings I wanted to try, but I didn't, man. Like I said, Dan wasn't really feeling well, so he left a little early, but I wanted to
Yeah.
try the chicken wings, but I had to wait for things to settle. How do you define hot? They are trying to bait you. They're trying to bait you.
Yes.
They
Yes.
are trying to lure you in. But yeah, so I
Is it
thought,
them or your brother? If you say something, then I hear about it later.
yeah, Christina
Files
says
it
Dan
away.
made the chili and the wings. Yeah, yeah, I'll keep. Steve Areno's in there too. Steve Areno joined us too.
Gee,
He
okay.
was over last night.
He was quiet.
Do you use the blanket yet, Goose? I did, Steve. I did. Hey, wasn't that a cute blanket that my niece got me? Willie, wasn't that a cute blanket?
Yes.
Yeah, I put that on my bed today. I made my bed. I changed out my bedding, and I put that on
She
my
gave
bed today. I was like, it looks
she
really.
gave you some instructions about that blanket.
Who did? Who did?
Your niece.
What'd she
Don't you
say?
remember?
No, I don't
Don't
remember.
be don't be getting any perfume on it.
Oh yeah. That was Bella that said that to me. I thought that was like one of Ray's
No,
smart,
no.
wise
You
ass
should ask
comments.
Goose about the hottest thing he ever done.
Oh, you don't want to know that. Please. It's not that type of show, Cindy. It's not that type of
Okay.
show.
All
Plus, I have
right.
a
All right.
colleague listening, so no. I asked this guy, Brian, right? I asked him, I did have a good birthday, Cindy. Thank you so much. And then you, Cindy, my co-host Cindy, made it nice. And what did I walk into? Nothing, Christina. We are trying to avoid that. Please don't get them started again. But like anyway, so I forgot I forgot even what I was saying. See, they've got me befuddled here uh, with all their stuff. Corey's in the chat rooms.
No,
What?
they had the party.
No, it was only canceled for you, Corey, from what I understand. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know who was invited, who wasn't, or who couldn't make it and who can't. Everyone's got things going on today. We even thought like maybe not doing a show today, right? We thought about maybe not doing a show, you and I, Cindy.
No.
Right? We thought about it for a little bit, right? No, not for a
No.
second. Not for a
No.
second. So how are we
No.
going to work the holidays? I guess that's something that we need to ask Carl about, right? When he's on next week, when he
Yeah.
joins us back next week. So I guess we'll have to
Well,
talk
if you
about
can,
that. What's
yeah.
that?
If you can, you can. That's all you can do.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It can be any kind of show you want. Well, the show Diane says it can be any kind of show. Well, the type of show we were looking for is not geared towards the type of questions they're asking, Diane. Um, really, I don't think. Right? We want to kind of stay away from some of that, right? Cindy.
But
Because Brian, I don't see how you're helping me here, buddy. You know what? He's out of the circle too. He was making his way in the circle. He's out of the circle. He was making his way
yeah.
slowly inside, making his way in the circle. You're out, buddy. You're out. You're out. Along with Cindy, didn't I kick you out last week too? Didn't I kick you and
Last couple of weeks. Yes.
How many?
Ever since you kissed that man, I got kicked out.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you bring that up again? Yeah, there you go. That is the
Yeah.
most grotesque thing I've ever done. You know, a true story though. Now that we're on that, and then you mentioned that, I can go ahead and mention this. But like I said, the dream was. I told you the dream was real that I had a few weeks ago. What was that? A few weeks ago. That show was so funny. I just loved that show. I listened back to it, and I really was laughing throughout it. But for me, that dream was real. But on a real note, something that happened to me. Okay, I was on a date, right, and we went downtown to I don't know, one of the places downtown, and there happened to be like this gay guy working the bar. He was the bartender, and I was
Uh
like, oh yeah, this is where it's gonna go. It's where it's gonna go. You know where it's
oh.
going. And the dude, I swear to God, and this guy was singing, right? This guy, another a gay dude, obviously very feminine dude. He was singing down at the end of the bar because there wasn't many people in this bar at the time. And we were sitting at the thing, and then she went to go gamble or whatever. And then my date went to go gamble or whatever. And then this guy he goes, "Do you like my singing?" And I go, "You're an amazing singer, so you have a really nice voice." I didn't think anything of it. I was sitting there drinking my drink, and then the bartender who I kind of knew, right? He goes, "Goose, how you been?" Blah 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 blah, and he's like, you like this new place I work at?" And I'm like, "Yeah, seems nice, man." I didn't really know anything about it, but then I let's just say I very quickly figured out what type of bar it was. This woman that I was on a date with took me to a gay bar.
Oh.
I was like, "What in the hell? What? I mean, why would you pick out that?"
Was she gay?
No, not at all.
Oh. Well,
No, I mean, I
maybe
had
she liked
relations
both.
with her. I had oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe she liked both. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. But I mean, I had relations with her. She was okay. But yeah, I just felt that was odd, man. I was like, and this guy, like I said, the guy at the end of the bar, very flamboyant, very, was singing like show tunes and such, that they were playing on the radio, over the well, I don't know, I forgot what those things are called anymore. What are those things called now? Before we didn't it used to play like the jukebox, right? The jukebox used to play like yeah. Did it ever play like a record back in the day? Did it actually play like a 45 or something back in the day? Yeah, it actually played a 45, right?
Right, or maybe it was a different size.
Yeah. I remember that back in the day. That was way back in the day. That's probably the 70s, right? maybe early '80s when they actually had a jukebox.
Yeah.
Now everything's just you know, digital, right? Everything's just digital.
Digital.
They
Yeah.
load it
You can
into the
play. You
memory,
can
and
do
then
it. You can do it from your phone. That's the best part. You don't even have to go
yeah,
do
I saw
anything.
that. Yeah. You can.
Yeah.
They said that too. Yeah, you could pay for your songs or whatever, which I always felt was ridiculous. Like, I'm not gonna of sitting at a bar or a restaurant, whatever. You know, you get to pay through your phone or whatever. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Have you ever done
We
that?
did. We did it Saturday night. We were at Brewski's. Remember, I told you we had the
Yeah,
cousins party,
yeah.
and I had my cousin play a Metallica song, the Sandman song. Was it
Oh
one
yeah,
with?
Enter the Sandman. Yeah,
Yeah.
when we
I
introduced
didn't
Bruce to it.
understand a lot of it. It was kind of loud, but yeah.
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 We introduced Bruce to that. Our buddy Brian and I, our colleague Bruce, we introduced. Remember Carl and I telling you that story? How we introduced
Yes.
him to? Yeah, I want
Yes.
him to come on too. This guy is such a unique person, man. He's such a kind-hearted person. He really is. But he's just so unique, man. He's so unique. Um,
Mm,
and Brian's just one of the guys Carl and I like there. You know, Brian's a really cool dude. And
yeah.
at first I started bringing in like little little snack foods, right? Like little maybe like little meatballs or something. I don't know. I just started bringing in little snack foods, like on Saturday, because
Yeah.
it's just a handful of people that work with us, right? On Saturday, it's like a skeleton crew there, so I started bringing in just little things, right, that I knew I was going to eat, and maybe I thought, some of the colleagues that were there, they can eat it if they wanted to. So I brought like these little crock pots, and I brought them in. I just on Saturday. So this way I wouldn't have to buy lunch or you know what I mean? And and then when I came back on
Yeah.
Tuesday, I thought whatever was left, I can just come back on Tuesday to eat for lunch. Keep it in the
Yeah.
refrigerator there. And then I don't know, it kind of escalated from there. And then like everyone pitches in now. I found that actually a form of like respect, a form of, I mean, that's how I viewed it. Well, everyone like
Hmm.
Brian has brought in several things. He brought in chicken the other day, two different types of chicken a few weeks ago, and Carl
Oh.
has he brought in he made homemade chicken noodle soup one day for everybody, on Saturday.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
really good. It was delicious. And then, like I said, Bruce had brought some stuff in. Gail brought some stuff in. So I was like, oh my god, everyone's really just like I said, it was just me starting out, bringing little snack foods. It was nothing, I didn't bring anything major. And then,
Yeah.
I just brought maybe enough where I thought, well, if they wanted a few meatballs or if they wanted a few little chicken strips, they can have some too. And
It's nice you caught on. That's nice.
it really has, and I think that's a great sign of respect. Really, they're saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
okay, we'll pitch in too. We'll start bringing it too." But so I guess maybe I should have Brian organize that. Like, what everyone gets their day of their Saturday of the month to bring in something or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, because every
Yeah.
time I bring something in or Carl brings something in or whatever, he's always like, "You guys want me to bring something in? Should I bring something in?" And I'm like, no, I'll bring it in, man. It's my week this time, I guess. So I'll do it. And
Yeah.
it makes the day a little bit, better, funner, I think,
It
And,
does.
plus you're able to
We.
talk a little bit to your colleagues, it's not, you're not just
Yeah.
sitting at your desk, because that we can do that throughout the week, that Monday through Friday thing. We do that throughout the week, where you're just sitting at your desk, kind of quiet, and just, doing your
Yeah.
work.
We
Uh,
would have somebody. We'd be in there going in like 4 hours early sometime, and one of the first things we'd start talking about is like, who wants to go out and get lunch today? That
yeah,
was that
yeah,
was our major project, not what we were doing. Who
yeah.
was going to go get it and what we were going to have. It's, and then we could get back to work. We had to do
Mm.
that. So we had some potlucks different times. Or we bring in donuts, and sometimes I'd call my dad. I'd get a craving for mellow cream, and I'd say, and Dad was retired, and I'd say, Dad, you want to bring some mellow cream donuts over to us? And he did. And one day, one of my friends says, well, you weren't here, but We almost called your dad to see if he'd bring us donuts.
Can you remember what are some of the coolest things
Uh,
that you brought in most popular, I would say, that you brought in? Because I wanted to look for different. I was looking for recipes, actually, different recipes that I could bring in for the for the potluck, on Saturdays. Like I said, there's only a handful of people that work there on Saturdays, so it's not like
yeah.
it's not like it's
We we've
oh,
gone to like a Walmart or something, got a sub made, and then you just share it. It's you don't put you don't put anything on it, and people can slice it up,
mhm.
and then you could bring in a crock pot of sloppy joes or
Yeah, I've done that. I did
Italian
that last
beef,
week. Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah, I did sloppy joes. I think Carl or Brian brought it. I think maybe Brian. I think one of those guys brought in Italian beef. I want to say, yeah.
Yeah,
So I was like, oh my
yeah.
god, that's so good. That was so
Pulled
good.
pork's good,
Yeah, but I want to try different recipes. I mean, everyone, like you said, everyone does meatballs or mini weenies or something like that. But I thought
Right, right.
I was looking today for different things. So if you can find something for me and send it my way, I'd appreciate that. I thought of
Okay.
this though. I don't think this is ever brought in as much. You take Italian sausage, and I was looking at this today, right?
Yeah.
Like in a red sauce or whatever. You take Italian sausage links, right, and you cut them up.
Okay.
You chunk them up, right, and then you put that into a crock pot, right, with some green peppers and sweet peppers and things of that nature. I know
Hmm.
because I know some of the colleagues don't like hot stuff; they won't eat hot stuff, but Carl and I do. Carl and I do. Actually, Carl loves.
What else you put in there, like a rice or potato, or just like that?
No, no, no. And then I'm gonna bring like those small little hoagie rolls. You know what I mean? Those
Oh,
small little
okay,
hoagie
got you.
rolls.
I got you.
And this way,
Okay.
rather than having like a meatball sandwich, you can have like an Italian, Italian sausage
Yeah.
sandwich. I thought if I chunk
Okay.
them all up, and they can make like an Italian sausage sandwich out of it. But
Huh.
yeah, I thought that'd be really nice. I saw that little recipe today with a little bit of cheese on the top. Shred some cheese on the top, and let that melt in. Right, that'd be
Yeah.
nice. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe that I'll do next time. That's what I'll do next time. But if you come up with something, man, I'd love to hear it. Like, but you know what? Can you make like casseroles in a pasta casserole, some type of pasta casserole in a crock pot? No, I brought pasta in the past. I brought like mozzarella or something in the past, but
You could make it ahead of time and then put it in the
transfer it
crock.
over to the crock pot, you mean?
Yeah.
Uh,
Sometimes they get. Most of the time, I think they hold up pretty well, but sometimes they get too soft.
oh, like too
From the
soggy.
heat.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's really steam, right? It's just the steam. The crock pot just steam stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What are they saying? What are they saying in there?
I can't see it. Wait a minute. I got to change to different
Oh,
screen.
okay.
Let me look, and I'll be right back. See what they say.
What's his name?
Oh,
What? I can't keep up with his chat room sometimes. Uh, cheese balls and crackers. Yeah, those were good. I don't know who brought the cheese and crackers last night, but that was a nice little start, before we actually started eating. Did you get to try any of the cheese and crackers last night?
I brought that, huh?
Oh, you did. You brought the cheese and crackers?
Uh huh.
Yeah, that's a good little start. I like that a lot. That was nice. You got the salami. You got what else did you have in there? Yeah, I tried the salami.
Olives. Olives.
Olives. Yeah, yeah. Olives right in the middle. Right, that's right. You had the olives in the middle. Yeah, that was good. I tried a couple of those, and that was nice to actually before we started eating, right? As we were just shooting around, talking with each other.
And
Easy.
then Dee made lasagna on top of everything else.
Yeah, lasagna. I didn't get to try that. I'm gonna take a piece of that home after the show today. And then
It
I
was good.
scheduled my flu shot. Did you schedule your flu shot yet? I got my
I got
flu
mine last
shot.
week. I
Did
got
you?
mine Thursday. Yeah.
Did your arm hurt for a while after that? 'Cause I remember the last time I got it last
No,
year,
just
it hurt.
keep moving it around, and that'll help you a lot.
Oh,
Don't just let your arm hang there. Move it around throughout the day.
get blood flowing. Yeah.
If you got a job where your arm's moving a lot and you get it taken, but you wouldn't have it be taken before work, would you, or after
No,
work?
well, no, I'm gonna take it tonight after the show. I got it scheduled around 5:30. So
Make sure you move your arm around.
and I have
That'll
to get
help. I'm not because yeah.
I have to get my second booster. My second COVID
Yeah,
booster. Yeah,
I haven't got signed up for that yet. I got to do the boosters.
the
So
boosters. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But you got
I'm
your
surprised Ray
vaccinations,
didn't
right?
give us the test. You know what? Give us the
Come in
COVID
and
test at the door.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, put this up your nose,
You come,
man.
you
Stick this
move
up your
forward.
nose.
And otherwise,
Yeah.
no.
See what we got. Now give me
Yeah,
10 minutes. Wait outside while I wait 10 minutes. Um,
yeah. Go out there with the smokers.
yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Someone was smoking a lot though. Someone of the bunch was smoking a lot.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
a couple people in the group last night were smoking a lot, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was trying to get back to what I was saying before. Is like, yeah. So if you hear of any like good little recipes or something, or someone in the chat room has a good recipe, send it my way, man. I'm more than willing to try it, especially like, on a Saturday, like I said, with my colleagues. I'd love
I
to
told you
try it.
about that. That goulash is good. I've never. I think it might be okay.
Hmm. Yeah, I
It's
mean, I'll try it. And that's another segment. I think I spoke to you about dinner. This is what I spoke to you about dinner about. Maybe we should do like a critique of restaurants, since you and I go to dinner like once a week and we try different
mhm.
restaurants all the time. I think that'd be a nice little segment that you and I could do, and then Carl
Yeah.
could chime in, of course, you know.
Sure.
But I thought that would be a nice little segment that we could do. And I want to have you do the segment on, little doggies and what have you. And
Oh
maybe
yeah.
we'll get her to call in. We'll get the lady from Wild Canine to call in a few weeks. I'm gonna set that
Yeah.
up, and I figure it'd be a nice little segue to you doing a little segment afterwards. You know?
Oh yeah. I'd be happy to tell you about how I got hope.
Oh yeah, we'd love to hear it. Oh yeah, we'd love to hear that,
Yeah.
and we'd love to hear that.
Sure.
But I thought that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe not every week. I'm not saying you do it every week, but every once in a while, we'll have you tell a good story of
Sure.
of hope
Absolutely.
or of doggies, what have you. But I don't know. And then I thought for
Something that
Carol,
doesn't involve a snake.
what is wrong with you, Cindy? Seriously, what is wrong with
Well,
you?
that's my hope. She chases them.
What is wrong with you, man? Yeah, she brings them.
Yeah.
She brings them in, right? I'm telling you, she's trying to give you. Your dog is trying to give you a gift. I'm telling you, she's
No,
trying to
she
give
won't.
you a
She's not going to
gift.
share that snake. That snake's hers. She's not sharing it. No, no, no.
Yeah, but I
She
think
run around the yard with it before she give it to me.
she thinks it's a play toy. She thinks it's a
Hmm.
play toy. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
she does.
I said, yeah, I tried breakfast casseroles, Christina. I tried those. Actually brought one of those in not too long, maybe a month and a half ago or so. I brought one of those in, but here's the problem with like breakfast casseroles. Like you said, you can't always keep them, like because they're in the glass, dish or whatever, a baking sheet. But you can't always keep them warm. You know what I mean? Like you can't keep them warm because by the time I drive there and get there and then bring it up, to where I'm stationed at there. It's cold by the time everyone gets to eat. You know what I mean? Because people
Mm.
take lunches at various times. I mean, starting at
You don't have a place to plug any. You don't. Well, you can't plug it
yeah, I
in
do. But
somewhere.
if I'm bringing like what I'm saying is like if I bring like a casserole or something that's in like a glass baking sheet, like a baking pan or whatever,
No
what I mean? How do I
microwave.
keep it cold? I mean, how do I
What
keep it
about a
warm?
microwave? Don't you have a microwave?
Yeah, I mean, we do. We have two microwaves there, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, does it really taste the same after you microwave it? You know
No,
what I
it
mean?
doesn't. I agree with
Yeah, that's what I'm
that.
saying. Like you lose a little bit when you microwave things, I think. So
We used to
that's
have
just
a toaster. We used to have a toaster oven at work, and that always made things better. I think warming it up in those than
mm,
the microwave. But
yeah, yeah. See that'll even taste a little bit better too. But
yeah,
I don't know. I kind of like
we
it. Like I'll
we
come
can
in
make
and then
those.
I'll plug my stuff in, and then I come in a
Yeah,
little bit earlier than when I start, because I know, like I said, people take lunches various times, throughout the day because people start different times. So I'll like come in a little bit early, plug my stuff in, let it warm up, let it heat up, let it cook, whatever, and then usually by lunchtime of that first person, it's ready to go. So
yeah.
that's how I try to time it,
You,
really. But
you could get Christina's recipe for the chicken and noodles she made. That would be
oh
something you could take.
did you see how much of that I took home? Oh my god!
No.
I was like, I'm gonna eat this throughout the week, man. I go, this is gonna be my lunch throughout the week. And then my sister-in-law Deidre made a meatloaf for me, which I love, which I love
Yeah.
meatloaf. But then I was like, okay, I got chicken and noodles, and then I got the meatloaf, and I was like, I think I'm set for the week, man. I don't need to bring
Oh.
anything for the week. I'm set for
Did you take
lunches.
did you take any cake home?
I did actually, yeah. And guess
Yeah.
who got that? Take a wild guess who got that.
Oh, mama.
Mama got that this morning. She ate that piece of chocolate cake with her coffee.
Oh.
She loves her sweets she loves her sweets, in the morning with her coffee, with her morning coffee. And then
My mom did too.
yeah.
We went to this breakfast at the KC one time. It was a breakfast brunch, and
Yeah.
she's just kind of picking at her breakfast. But then they had this little baked goods area, so she gets up there, and you're only supposed to take one, maybe two at the most.
Yeah.
My mom takes like 8 or 9 different ones, and I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? You can't do that. And the lady was so nice. She says, "You just go right ahead, honey. You go ahead and take all those you want." I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god."
You
She
know,
would have got along. Your mom and my mom would have gotten along. They would have
I
been
think
up there
so.
getting their
Yeah, I
sweet.
think so too. I
Yeah,
think so too from what you've
yeah,
been telling me. But yeah, my mom's very outgoing, she's friendly, outgoing, and
yeah,
she just seems to enjoy life and she enjoys conversations.
yeah. My
But
mom belonged to a lot of stuff.
I'm her
Yeah.
son, so there's only so much conversations I can take before I start tuning her out, man.
Oh,
All right, ma. All right, go. Take
yeah.
your, take your.
You have you're her only conversation most days though,
Yeah, I wish I
right?
wasn't. I mean, where are my other siblings? Where are they at? They
Yeah,
should call her once in a while.
yeah.
Get her off my back once in a while, would you?
You
Brett
get to
sends me
see other
millions.
people.
And Christina offered to teach me how to cook. Well, I do know how to cook, Christina. I was just looking for different recipes. But anytime you're willing to teach me something, like I said, we talked about that a few weeks ago, right? 3-4 weeks ago,
Right.
we were talking about cooking and such like that. I said, I would love to learn how people, their different styles and whatever. Like I said, you can take a casserole, and make it, 5 different ways, 10 different ways, I know. Like I said, what was I talking about? Like chocolate chip cookies. Remember, my sister and my aunt were making chocolate chip cookies, and they made them 2 different ways. I'm like, they're chocolate chip cookies. uh, I don't know,
Yeah.
and I don't know, but I would love to learn that, man. I would love. That's what I would love to learn. Really, is how to like different recipes and guess.
But everybody makes things different. They got their
Yeah,
own way.
yeah.
But and
Some
they
people add this. Some people, yeah. It's like I don't add this. I
well,
add. I'm like, oh
like the
yeah.
chili we had last night. I've never really seen corn before in chili.
No,
But
I haven't
it
either. I
tasted
haven't either.
fine. Tasted fine.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Why not?
Some
Why
people
not?
don't put meat in it. Some people don't put beans in it. It's all
Mhm.
different. We like a lot. I like the meaty chili
Oh yeah.
with
Oh
the
yeah.
meat in it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey Cindy, would you have any? Oh yeah. I mean, heck. But I think that'd be a nice little segment that we could do on the upcoming show. Is like, because here's what I want to do with that. Getting back to what I was talking about earlier is, how like, you and I go to dinner once a week. We usually pick a
Mhm.
place, we go somewhere different. But that's what I want to do. I want to incorporate that, and like maybe you and I go on location. I don't know if Carl can. He can't always leave with us or
Okay.
go places. Like last night. I don't know. Maybe he was busy or whatever, but he said he'd get back to me, and
Yeah.
maybe he just got busy or something. It's a busy
Hmm.
dude. But I thought maybe you and I would go on location and do the show from there. I'll bring like a laptop, and then we can set everything up, and I'll make sure everything's
Sure.
set up way before we get going, and then
Yeah.
we can go to a location and then start like almost being like a food critic or a restaurant critic. You know what I mean? What do you think?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
are they
That's fine.
what are they saying in there? Goose Troop remote from a restaurant. Yeah, exactly, Corey. Exactly. I
Yeah.
think, and plus, not only that, if you stuck around with me, you could also do trivia with me. You know what I mean? Like maybe we do a
Oh.
Goose Troop prior, And then
And
Carl
trivia.
eventually even do his family
Sure.
thing. But then you and I, if you stuck around and be my Vanna White character, you know
And
what I
white.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we take
Do I
uh
have to get evening gowns or not?
yeah, I'm wearing the evening gown. Oh, you can forget it, honey. I'm gonna wear the evening gown.
Lady in the Tramp. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me guess which one they're gonna think the tramp is. Can I take a
Yeah.
wild guess?
Yeah.
I mean, you call
That's
me
what I was thinking
Blanche.
about.
Let me guess which one they're gonna call the tramp. Okay,
Yes.
let me
Yes.
guess. Oh my goodness, this is
Hmm.
crazy in there. But yeah.
I
What do
was
you think of
worried
that idea?
about
I
you
thought that was that.
when they were hunting that cougar. I hope they wasn't talking about you and Blanche when they got that cougar tranquilized the other day.
Oh, what are you talking about? Wait, what are you talking about? You want someone to tranquilize me? What are you talking about?
Yeah, they said they were hunting a cougar. I thought maybe they got you and Blanche got mistaken out there, and they got you instead.
Oh, I hope not. I hope not. Uh, I certainly hope not. Hold on. Dang.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I got some issues going on here.
Oh, tell her
Um,
later. Tell her you'll call her later.
yeah. If I do that, she'll say there won't be a later. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There won't be a later. All right. All right. I was looking up today. Like I said, I was looking up on recipes, and it led me to something else. But okay. Let's see.
Here,
I
you
was
do
gonna look
that, and
up.
I'll tell them the story about Goosey Night.
Yeah, you know
I
what?
was
That was kind of cool that you sent me that. I kind of got as far as like looking up the definition, but you sent me something called Goosey Night, right? And you said
Goosey
Google
Night.
Goosey Night. Okay.
It was in today's paper, and it's supposed to be. It's actually Goose's birthday, and it's a Goosey Night, the night before Halloween, where people.
So
It says, "Where's all the toilet paper meant for the trees gone? What about the eggs and the soap?" It would happen to mischief night. So it's when people would go out and do their pranks and shenanigans, in the neighborhood. So yeah, and it was called in it's Cabbage Night, Devil's Night, Gate Night. They said it started
mm,
back in the 1800s. So yeah, and then
okay.
over here in a place in New Jersey in Elmwood Park, they call it Goosey Night over there too. It has lots of different names, but I just thought it was kind of cool that it was Goosey Night and his birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I have a
yeah,
list here of the worst Halloween candy. Now, obviously, everyone's got their own list. I know that I would have my own list, for sure.
yeah.
But and I would say some of these are on there. I would say some of them are on there. I don't know about this one. I think this one might be wrong, but okay. Number 10, they have here on this particular list. Top 10 uh, worst candies for Halloween. They said Good and Plenty, number 10. Good and Plenty, right? I
Yeah,
like
I don't
those.
like it.
You don't like those?
No, no.
I mean, they're okay. I wouldn't say they're horrible. Okay. Number 9 is black licorice. I don't know anybody. I've never met anybody that likes black licorice that I know of. That I know of.
No.
Oh, that's just I can't stomach black licorice at all.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
not a fan either.
Number 8, and I'm not a fan of these either. I've never been a fan of this number 8. Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls.
I don't mind Tootsie Rolls.
Really? Okay.
My dad used to sell those, for the KC when they had that donation.
All
Yeah.
right. Number 7 is going to be okay. I'm not going to skip number 7. No, I'm not getting involved in that. Number 6 would be Smarties. Smarties.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fine. I don't mind Smarties.
They're
Number
okay.
5 is remember the wax cola bottles?
Oh yeah, I
The
like those.
wax. Yeah, yeah. See, that wouldn't have made my
Yeah.
list. I like them. They're
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Are they
Not my
still
favorite.
around? You never see them. You never
Yeah, I
see
don't know
those.
that I've seen those in a while. It's probably been a while. And then number 4 would be something called Necco wafers. I don't know what those are. I've never
I
heard of
don't
those.
either.
I've never
No.
heard of those. So Necco wafers. Number 3. This is the one I totally disagreed with. I totally disagreed with this on this list. Number 3 is peanut butter kisses. peanut butter kisses, like Hershey
Those are
peanut.
those are things that Steve likes.
Oh,
Those are
who
the ones
the
that are wrapped in the orange and the black paper. Yeah, they're okay. I'm not a big fan of them. They're
really? You don't
okay.
like those?
No, they're all right.
Number
They're
two
kind
is
of hard to chew.
uh,
What is?
Brent is saying Neckos are gross. Irene's obviously agreeing. Brent says I like Smarties. Tootsie Rolls are great. Brian says Brian's a fan of Tootsie Rolls. So that's what we got in the chat room. Steve says I love black licorice. Oh, all right, Steve. You're the first person I know that loves black licorice. I don't know what to say, but number two, I disagree with this as well. Well, all right. Number two, I disagreed with is candy corn. Candy. What are they saying in there now?
Oh, I'm scrolling back.
What are they saying?
Irene wanted to know if I was replacing her on the trivia night. No, that's a different night, hon.
No, no,
But
no.
then she
Different
said if
night.
I wore the evening gown, I could replace her. So no,
No, no. Irene won. So and Bubba won. So they're gonna be
yeah.
co-hosting for that day. For that time. Yeah, for sure, for sure. You won. So you've earned your right to be on the show. That's a fun little
Oh,
show that people like. I think
right.
people really enjoy that.
Oh,
That little trivia thing that I do. Like I said, it's not
Brian,
only trivia. What's that?
I don't I don't know which way this chat works on here
Mm.
that I got on. I don't know which is new and which is
Ryan
old.
says he likes candy corn, and candy corn is terrible. And I like black licorice. Becky says, and you're another one, Becky. I guess you're another one.
Brian
Um,
said he wanted me to cook something Saturday and bring it for you guys.
yeah, there you go, Cindy. That'd be awesome, Cindy. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Boy,
Yeah,
you can meet everybody there. You can meet all the
yeah,
ones
I'll
that
get to
we
meet the
talked
whole
about.
group.
Yeah, you and Carol will be there. Brian will be there. Bruce will be there. I'll be there, of course.
You'll be there. Yeah,
Yeah, you get to meet the whole people. You know what, Cindy? You're such a nice person. I wouldn't put it past you to do that one Saturday. I would not put it past you to do it. You're such a
yeah,
kind-hearted person, and that's something you would do.
yeah. I'll think about it.
You'd think about it. You're thinking about the only thing you're thinking about is thinking about what to bring. That's the only thing that's stopping you. You don't know what to bring yet. That's the type of person
Yeah.
you are, Cindy. That's just the type of person you are. But yeah. So number one would be the circus peanuts. Those you know what I'm talking about? Those circus peanuts. They're like
The orange.
orange. They're
They're orange.
soft and yeah. Okay. You
Kind
know.
of. I don't know if that is that supposed to be marshmallow? Is that what that
Yeah, I
is?
don't know what that is,
Because I
but
like marshmallow, but I don't know what that is.
I don't know what
It's
that is, and I agreed with that. I'm like, that is horrible. Those circus peanut
yeah.
things are just awful. Like I said,
Do we have?
sometimes. What's that? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go
Do
ahead.
we have anything that didn't make the list?
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? Didn't make
As
this
far
list?
as the candy, huh? Candy. Keep your mind straight, okay? Would you?
I'm trying. Irene in the chat room. They get me. They get me every once in a
Yeah.
while. But no,
Yeah.
number 10 was Good and Plenty. Number 9 was Black Licorice. Number 8 was Tootsie Rolls. 7 actually was Mary Jane. I don't know. I've never heard of
Mary
it.
Jane.
It says Mary
Oh.
Jane. I'm like, okay, is this okay?
Is this
No,
a real candy or something Steve
yeah,
would
I don't
have?
know. I mean, the only Mary Jane I know is the stuff Steve and Bubba use. That's the only Mary Jane
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But number 6 is Smarties. Number 5 is the wax cola bottles. See, I like those. I wouldn't eat a lot of them though. Those are something I wouldn't eat a lot of. But number 4 is those Necco wafers. I've never heard of those. Number 3 is the peanut butter kisses. Now, see, I like those. I think you can't go wrong with milk chocolate and peanut butter. To me, I don't see how you can go wrong. Number 2 would be candy corn, and 1 is the circus peanuts. Circus peanuts. I thought was see I agree with that list, I guess, somewhat, except for the kisses, the peanut butter kisses. I would agree with that list. But now, what is it
The
your
soda
end
bottle.
this year? What did you end up getting for the trick or treaters this year? Did you end up getting your bags? Did you end up getting the bags that you?
Oh yeah, they're already made.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff in there. I got The little candy bars. I got some suckers in there. I got this one thing. I hate to say it. Me and Dee
Wait,
were talking about it last
in
night.
every bag you have how many pieces of candy in there?
Well, I started off just having 5, but I think I got 6 in there.
You have 6 pieces of candy?
Yeah.
Can I trick or
Some of
treat at
those.
your house? Would you mind? I swing
Sure,
by and
you
trick or
can come
treat.
by. You can come by if you want.
What time does it
You have to
start?
dress up. You have to dress up.
What time does trick or treating start tonight?
Well, 4 o'clock.
Okay.
4:30. I'll probably open the door at 4:30.
Hey,
Yeah.
would this outfit work?
Yeah, you got to get the glasses and
Okay.
the scarf.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
but I bought these little pieces of candy that remind me. The worst part about it was they had those little fentanyl things on TV. Those little things that were, they kind of looked like them. They were all different colored little squares and little round things. And I thought
Mhm.
I kept the bag in case somebody comes back to the house and says, "What is this stuff?" Say,
Yeah.
"This bag I bought at the store." They're just little like sweet tart like things, but they're different shapes for Halloween. So
Mm. So
yeah,
you have
I just
6
be my
pieces of
luck.
candy. So you have 6 pieces of candy in every bag. Does every bag have the same candy, or does every bag have a different candy? Like
No,
one
they're
might have.
different. Hold
Oh,
on a
okay.
minute, I'll get one. Hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I
Yeah.
would converse with the chat room. Actually, I'll ask a little bit of trivia. I'll do a little trivia while you're
All
gone.
right. Huh?
Anyways, but yeah, my idea was just to for those in the chat room was just to well, okay, now she's gone. I can tell you the the dirtiest thing I've ever done. Or what was the question? I forget what the question was. I don't know. Who knows? I don't really want to get into it, guys. To be honest, she's back anyways. I really don't want to get into it.
You can go ahead, Goose. I was listening.
I'm not trying to. I don't know what he's talking about. Irene just baits me. She really just baits me into whatever she's thinking at the
Can you see
time.
that?
All right. Yeah. Okay. So what do you got in there? You got Three Musketeers. You got Milky
Milky
Way. You got
Way.
Snickers. So what are the things in the package? What's that orange little package like? Are
I'll
those
take
jelly
it out
beans?
for you.
Are those jelly beans? That should have made the worst list. Jelly beans. I don't like jelly
Little,
beans either.
little
Oh yeah,
Krabby
the
Patty.
Krabby Patties. Yeah. Those are
And
good. They're like little gummies.
this is the things I was telling you about. If I can get in front of the camera.
Up,
Where's
up.
Carl to help me?
Oh, the other way. Go
Here.
the other way. Go the other way. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Now, what are those? What are those called?
I don't know. I don't know what they're called. These are just little
No, okay.
something I got at Dollar General. This is supposed to be
They're being
a
brutal with
ghost and
you.
a bat together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one doesn't have any suckers in it. This one's only got 5, but some of the other ones, and I got those caramel apple suckers. You ever have those?
Yeah.
I got some of those. And some of
See?
the other bags.
Oh, so every
Yeah.
bag. That's what I'm saying. Like every bag doesn't have the exact same
No,
candy
no,
pieces in it.
no,
Every
no, it
bag's a
doesn't.
little something different. Oh, okay.
Well, when I got the candy bars, there was 225 pieces, so that would be 75 because I put 3 in each bag, so I was going for 75. But then some of the other ones, like the little Krabby Patties, was only 40 some of those because I only got 2 bags. I didn't read how many was in there, and the other ones only had so many. So then I went and got a bag of suckers to make up the difference afterwards. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they all got something different.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice little trick or treat. Yeah, you might want to read the chat room. You might want to stay away from the chat room for a while.
What are they saying?
Because you mentioned fentanyl for whatever reason.
Oh
And I was
God.
trying
Oh
to move on
Lord.
from that, but they're just being brutal. And I was like, I was trying to move away from what you were talking about. I really don't want to mention fentanyl, Cindy, when you're giving candy out to kids.
Well, I know, but I was, the way they looked, I was afraid that somebody'd be like, "Oh my God, what is going on here?"
Irene says, I think Ray was right. Cindy deals. See what I mean? I was trying to move
See,
away from
you
that.
can't say
I didn't
anything
even acknowledge
innocent
it.
on here, and then it comes back to haunt you the rest of the time.
Yeah, well, because I mean, you're giving out fentanyl to kids, and I mean, what are you
Yeah,
saying? I was trying to move away from that.
yeah,
You got to watch what you say. You really got to watch what you say on here. But
I know.
yeah,
There's
if you don't, they're gonna be.
see, these are little pumpkins.
Yeah. Now, what are those made of? Are they wax?
I think it's like the sweet tart stuff, like
Oh,
the
okay.
little hard candies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
but
So you have 75 bags made up.
yes.
Do you have extra candy in case? I mean, what if you get like 90 kids show up?
See, this one's got the caramel apple in it. See?
Oh, the sucker. Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
But that one also had the Krabby Patty, though.
Yeah.
That one also had the Krabby Patty.
Right.
Yeah. I want to get when I come over. Can I get a bag with the Krabby Patty? Can I make a
Yeah, I'd say you want.
request for my bags of candy?
What time you coming over?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. What time does trick or treating start? Like I said, I got that vaccination I gotta go do.
What time's your vaccination?
5:30. 5:30. So
I'll save you a bag if that's fine.
yeah. What time does trick or treating actually start? I mean, does it start at 4?
I think it's 4:30. It's 4:30 to 8.
4:30 to 8, and then 8 o'clock cuts off. Now you the
Or
type of
until I run
person.
out of candy.
If someone shows up at like 9 o'clock, are you the type of person that just says, "I'm just gonna not answer the door"? Or are you the type of person?
I wouldn't answer the door. No.
I got bags of candy left. I'm just gonna hand it out. What the heck?
Well, it's like this. If it starts going fast, sometimes you just have to stop, or you got to take, just give them less. You know what I mean? Make the bag smaller.
Yeah.
It sucks, but
I remember.
or if there's not,
go ahead.
if there's not a lot coming, say it's a year where there's not a lot of kids coming, then sometimes I just give them another bag, just so I wouldn't have too much left over.
Oh, you give them 2 bags instead of 1.
Yeah, but
I got you.
yeah, I think there'll probably just be one. If I had any left over, one year the kids next door were in Walt Disney, so they didn't get to dress up, so I just gave them the leftover candy. They were thrilled, So
my mom should be ashamed because she hands out 1 piece of candy. I'm like, Mom, you're handing out 1 piece. I mean, you got 3 different kinds of candy, and you're just handing. No, all these kids get is 1 piece. I'm like, Mom, do you want the house toilet papered? I mean, do you want eggs on the side of your house? I mean, these kids are ruthless today. I said, I mean, you're not gonna have a lot of kids come to your house, so why not just, give them 2 or 3 pieces of candy? I don't know.
Oh,
She's kind of stingy with that. She doesn't want to let it go. And so I wait till she gets tired, because she'll do like the first couple, and she likes to see the kids in their cute little costumes and outfits, and I'm like, Mom, they don't really want to talk to you. They want the piece of candy and they want to go. And so later on, like I said, my mom's slowing down a little bit, so she'll. Okay, you give her a break. Okay, all right, Brent. Well, I mean, especially if I'm buying the candy, Brent.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was like, so when I'll wait till she gets tired, and then I'll take over answering the door, and then I'll start handing out, 2, 3, 4 pieces of candy at a time. I'm like, here you go, kids. But some of those costumes are really creative. I gotta say, some of them are really creative.
Oh yeah,
I saw
like that part.
Maybe 2 years ago. Maybe I saw someone dress up like the COVID virus. I was like, okay, that's creative.
COVID? Did you say COVID pirate?
The COVID virus. They dressed, how the
the virus.
Bites.
Oh, I thought you said COVID pirate. I couldn't figure out what the hell that was.
No, the COVID virus. The virus.
Itself.
And I was like, that's really cool, actually. I've never known anyone to hand out pumpkins though, like those little pumpkins, what are they called, gourds or whatever.
Yeah.
I've never known anyone to hand out pumpkins. Have you ever known anyone to hand out little pumpkins to people?
No.
I was like, okay, that's a good way to get a pumpkin thrown at your house or at your car. Maybe handing out pumpkins and not candy.
Yes.
I mean, that's where it's gone to today. That's where society has gone to today. Don't you think? Like,
Yeah.
okay, if it's not the candy that they want, and if you're not handing out candy and you're handing out, little pumpkin gourds or something like that, or if you're handing out, what is that called? That worst piece of candy with some of the worst pieces of candy. You're handing out
Yes.
that stuff. Those kids don't want that, man. You're getting that.
No.
You're getting that stuff either, smeared all over your car or thrown at you, or thrown at your house. I mean, that's
Yes.
really it, man. You got to start handing out the good stuff if you want to, unless
Yeah.
you want to scrub your house down, tomorrow morning.
Mhm.
But that's really what it's gone to. It's so crazy
Yeah.
nowadays that you have to, I have to give, like you said, you're giving 6 pieces of candy to these kids in these baggies that that each
Yeah.
baggie, and you're giving different types of candy too. So it's not, the kids have their choice. You're giving chocolate, you're giving suckers, you're giving gummies, so they got their choice, you're
Well,
giving them.
some kids are allergic to chocolate,
Yeah, yeah. So okay,
and
if you're
people put a
allergic to it,
different kind of pumpkin out. Remember they
yeah.
paint the pumpkin? Yeah.
And then you got
Yeah.
gummies, like I said, you got suckers, you got a variety of stuff. So there's something in there that those kids are gonna like, that the kids are gonna like. And there's
They're going
always
to think
something
they
that the
went to
parents
Uncle Steve's house with the gummies.
Yeah, don't you know it? Don't you know it? Uh, all righty,
Mm.
dear. I think we've been on for like an hour, right? Plus,
Yeah.
I gotta go run an errand before I go get my flu shot. But what arm did you get your flu shot in? Did you get it in left arm, right arm? I think last year.
Left arm.
Yeah, that's what I think. Last year I got it left arm. I think. Yeah, I think so. All right. You're right-handed, right? You're a right-handed person.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All
Yeah.
right, guys. I want to thank you, Cindy. I wouldn't even get to the topics I had lined up today, but
We
anyways,
never do.
yeah.
Do we ever?
How many topics have we missed, or how many topics have we thought that we were going to say but never really got to?
Yeah.
Oh well, oh well. But hey, what did you think of the idea of what we got to do too? Is something we got to do, the three of us too. Is something we have got to decide on a logo for our show, right? We need
Yeah.
a nice little logo because we never really came back to that. Right, we
No.
started it and then we never really got back to it. So that's something that we need to do for next week's show as well. Create a logo, and then, like
I
I
was
said,
looking online at stuff. They
oh,
had
what?
one that you could make a goose with just one, just drawing it with one thing. It was pretty cool. But
Oh, is that right?
yeah, yeah, just
Hmm.
I'd have to find it again. But yeah,
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
yeah.
I
So
don't know. I don't know. I Who knows? Who knows? But we'll come up with something cool. I'm sure. I'm sure the chat room will help us. Because they're always so creative in that chat room,
they're full of information, whether you want it or
whether
not.
you want it or not.
Most of it's entertaining, though. I'll say that.
All right, dear. I do find it entertaining. I don't think it's mean spirited. Um,
Yes.
it's almost like I was told before, like one of the people in the chat room told me before, was like, it's almost like a dysfunctional family, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because people who listen to Ray's show, obviously are fans of his, are become fans of like our show, Goose Troop, or the
Mhm.
fans of
Yeah.
various shows on the network itself. And for that, I appreciate that. I really find that, again, just a sign of respect, just a sign of, I guess, showing love, that way. So,
Yeah.
uh, but yet they do that, and yet at the same time, they're saying that you're handing out fentanyl to kids, and it's a dealer. Yeah, the only thing Cindy's handing out is a bunch of sugar to these kids. That's the only thing
Yeah.
you're handing out.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, I am quite functional. Brent says I am quite functional, Goose. Well, thank you, sir. I would think Jason would probably disagree with you, which I don't understand that whole thing. But because Brent's really a good fan, he's a good listener of the show. He's like, he takes part in it. He has funny little comebacks every now and then, little witty things that he says, throws out there. So, and he's always been a supporter of mine. So, and Ray's. So actually, as a
Yeah.
matter of fact, before we did the show, he sent me a a message saying, Goose, I really like the trivia show that you do. And like I said, I want to like switch that up too. Like it's not always going to be trivia. Like I said, I had that Price is Right game I wanted to do. Did I tell you that idea? Did I ever tell you that idea ahead? It
You
was a
just
very
said that you had it, but I didn't. You didn't elaborate to what
oh
all it was
yeah.
about.
Well, what I wanted to do on from last week, but I need like I said, I need a Vanna White character to help me out with this, and I think I'm gonna get some people like next week. I think I either got Irene or Bubba, right, because they won. So either one of those because they won the trivia. So I think one of them can really help me out with this game. Like I said, I just need one person to kind of help me out and jot some things down and whatever, take some notes or whatever. Almost like a removing turning the letter over for me, so to speak.
Mm.
So yeah, it's kind of what I was looking for with that. I was like, I want to do this version of the game that I have, of Price is Right game that I have, but I would need someone else to help me. I can't give the questions and then the game and then play the game and then try to keep track of score and everything else that we got to do,
Yeah.
all the moving parts in this game that I got planned. So I would just need someone else. Uh, uh what did Steve says? Bubba in a dress? Yes. Christina says I'll even wear a dress. Irene Chrissy is volunteering. No, Irene, you won the trivia, so you have to be
Yeah.
one of my co-hosts
Irene has to do it.
for either this coming week or the next week. But I really do, and especially if I have you and Bubba on, Irene. This game is going to go so well if I have two people helping me with it. Oh my god, it's going to be so much fun. This Price is Right game that I got going on, version of it, anyways. It'll be fun. But like I said, I need one person that's gonna. I don't know how much help Bubba's going to give me. I mean, how much help would you think Bubba give me? Like really tune me out every now and then, or so I'm gonna need Irene, right? I'm gonna need Irene or Christina or someone to kind of help me out with it.
I think Bubba will be all right.
Oh, oh my God.
If he's interested, he'll be okay.
No, it's a fun game. It's a fun version of this game. It really is. And
Yeah.
yeah, it really is. You're gonna love it. Are you gonna participate next week? Or are you gonna help me out if Irene or Bubba cancels out on me? Are you gonna be available
Sure.
for me in my? I need that Van and White row.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
see if I can find a dress.
A dress. All right, you don't necessarily have to wear a dress. Okay, it's not a
Um,
requirement that I'm throwing out there. It's not a requirement, but only if Brian comes and wears a dress, then I'll say yes. Because that'd be funny. That'd be hilarious if
yeah.
Brian wants to help me. Actually, Brian joined my colleague Brian. I gotta tell Carl that, man, on Tuesday. I'll have to let him know.
Is Brian still watching, or is he done? He hasn't said anything for a while, has
No,
he?
he's probably taking in the chat room, man, and all the stuff going on in the chat room. But
Yeah.
that's busy in there, man. They get, you know what? They have
Yeah.
their own conversations, but yet they still
Oh
comment
yeah.
on the
Yeah.
shows they're listening to. It's like they have their
Yeah.
own conversations and they make little smart ass.
Sure.
Some of
Sure.
them are witty comments or add to the show. So
Right.
all right,
Or
so go
we
ahead.
wouldn't be anywhere without him.
Yeah, it's true. It'd be just you and me talking, and if we're gonna
Yeah.
do that, we might as well go to dinner. You know how much I
Might
like
as well
going
go
to
to
dinner.
dinner.
Yeah, heck yeah. We can do that at
Yeah.
dinner like we do. But yeah, I want to turn this he says Brian says, sorry, Goose, but I won't wear a dress. That would be
Oh,
hysterical, Brian. Dude, that'd be hilarious, man. That would be awesome if he played my Vanna White character. But hopefully I got like I said, Irene and or Bubba with me next week, then I can do the Price is Right game, but the version of it anyways that I got. And
yeah.
then, all right, so Cindy, for this week for Goose Troop, like I said, is it really a troop with two people? Are we just
No.
holding down the fort right now until
Oh, you
Carl
don't.
comes back?
You have a leader and one member. That's not really a troop.
Mm, mm, hmm.
It sounds like something from Ray's old show. What was it? The camping instructor thing. Guy took the poor kid.
Brian in there said our colleague Brian, hysterical, Cindy. You're Brian in our chat room said our colleague Bruce would wear a dress. You know what he did? Did I tell you the other day he shows up right? Last week he wore last weekend he wore a Metallica shirt, right? Like Metallica shirt. And I'm like, you don't even like Metallica or anything, you know? So he went and bought a Metallica shirt. And so this weekend, this past weekend, take a guess what shirt he wore. Take a guess, Cindy. We mentioned it. Carol and I mentioned it to you.
He
Remember I
said he
took
wore a
you,
Metallica shirt, didn't he?
but yeah, that was a few weeks ago. Now this week
Oh,
he
he wore a
wore
different one.
what's that?
He wore a different one.
You know what? Becky said the troop is in the chat room. You're right, Becky. I never. Yeah, you're right. Christina, what are you saying there, Christina? I'm not even going to repeat that. That's ridiculous, Christina. How dare you insult me like that? Um, and anyways, but I was so Bruce this weekend, our colleague Bruce this weekend, this past weekend, he comes in wearing I feel like a woman shirt and wants me to take pictures of him. He hands me his phone and goes, Goose, Roland, will you take pictures of me? I'm like, yeah. And he had like this little like sweater thing going on, you know, a zipped up sweater thing.
Yeah.
And he pulls it open and he's like, hey, take a picture of me because it shows the t-shirt, you know, that he wore. I feel like a woman t-shirt. I was like, oh my God, what is going on here? I thought it was
He could have wore that to that bar he went to. You know?
The bar. Yeah, you know what? I should actually tell
Gay
that
bar.
story. I should actually tell
Yeah.
that. I was gonna tell that story, finish that story, but I was like, you know what? I'm not up for being like ridiculed in the chat room quite yet. I'm not really up for that quite yet, but maybe another
They're
time.
ready.
Because did you guys beat me up a few weeks ago on one of the shows that we were doing? So
Yes.
it's not the Bay City Rollers. What are you talking about, Brett? What was that? Brian was saying Bruce said he was a woman for just one day. Too funny. I didn't hear him say that. Oh man, I wish I would have heard him say that. But I did get him to agree, Cindy, to do like little promo spots for us, like a little promo spots for our little show.
Okay.
For our little show for our show for Goose Troop. I'm like, hey, would you mind if I record you, man, saying a few things, you know, like Irene did for us, you know, or
Yeah.
he did for us or whatever. I want him to do a few little things. Hey, you're listening to, or you know, enjoy Goose Troop with us on Mondays, you know, blah 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 blah. So I'm gonna have him record some of those. And as always, I thank you, my dear, and hopefully we get to go to dinner this week. If not, I understand. We'll do it next week.
Okay.
But let me know, text me, call me, whatever. Let me know when you want to go. I would love to go to dinner with you sometime this week, as I enjoy. Those are very nice. And like I said, I want to start our critiquing though too of like different restaurants, you know, like local restaurants. Doesn't necessarily have to be a chain, because what I'm like I was telling Ray is I want to start getting some advertisers on here as well. I mean, you know, like I said, 2 or 3 of them might be nice, and one for our show maybe, you know, be really nice. So if we start going and being restaurant and food critics, we could incorporate that into our show and into the segment that we want to do, right? So we're gonna have to go a lot of places. Any suggestions from the chat room? Any suggestions that you would have that you would want to go to? You know, I know that.
Where do you want us to go and check something out? Let us know.
Yeah. That'd be nice. Yeah, let us know in the chat room, or you know, maybe on Ray's show or what have you. You know, on any of the shows really. You know, because I don't know how many of the shows that you watch. How many of the shows that you end up listening to on the network? I think
I listen to most of them.
Yeah,
Depends on what's going on.
Yeah, it depends what you got going on that week. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I really like it. Yeah, sure. Old Lux. Yeah, I've never been there to Old Lux. Maybe that's one we should try. Cindy, what is that like a steakhouse though? Is Old Lux like a steakhouse or what is that?
It's got steaks, got seafood, you know, chicken.
Oh,
It's got all of them. Yeah.
Okay. You know, I tried that cozy dog.
They have a good chive cheese sauce for baked potatoes.
Oh, really?
Very good.
Okay, well, maybe we'll do Old Lux. We'll do Cozy Dog. We'll do all the ones that Brent's saying in there. We'll try them. Village Tea Room. Yeah, we'll try those. What the heck? We'll do it, and then we'll do a little.
I like the Village Tea Room. You could wear your mom's hat to the Village Tea Room.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not wearing that out in public. Are you kidding me? You want me to get beat up? I mean, what's going on here?
You'd fit right in. They got hats there you can wear if you want to.
Oh, is that right? What is the Village Tea Room? Maybe I'm not getting it. What is that?
Well, huh?
What's the
It's
village theme?
over. The
I
main
don't know.
thing that people like to get there, they have this three-tiered thing. You could get like soup and salad, and then a sandwich and a dessert. And they have
Okay.
a variety for each tier.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty
Well,
cool.
that's another thing that I do too is we'll search for the deals. I mean that's another thing that we can mention. We'll search for the deals and we'll search for the wait staff and the cooks and the greeters and all that. We'll critique the whole thing from top to bottom. So yeah, that would be a good idea. But so- all right, I don't know what's going on in that chat room. It's getting crazy. All right, well, I thank you, my dear. I hopefully we get to go to dinner this week. Hopefully, just let me know, message me, text me, whatever. Let me know when you're available, and then I'll let you know if my schedule works as well. And as
Okay.
always, we thank everybody in the chat room. I like a nice steakhouse because I love a solid. Irene, you know, anybody
Yeah.
else, I would take that at face value, but with Irene, Irene, for the love of Pete, I don't even know what to say to her, man. She is too much. Is that what the type of stuff I'm gonna get on the trivia show next week? The
Oh, I
top
can't wait.
trivia next week with
I
Irene.
think Irene will be great, and Bubba too.
Really? I mean, is that what
I
I'm
do.
going to get from them?
It'll
Oh,
be it'll be you'll have a mixed bag. That'll be good. That'll be good.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I got the patience to deal with both of them at the same time. You know what, Ray? I'm sick. Why don't you take over this week? And by the way, you got Irene and Bubba. Have
It'll be
fun.
all right.
I'll be
It'll
back
be all
next
right.
week when Cindy's available and Carl's available and you know. All right, guys. I appreciate it as always. I always appreciate the support that you're giving us. Have a happy Halloween. You as well, Becky. You and your family as
Yeah.
well, and to
Thanks.
everybody in the
Yeah.
chat room for sure, for sure, for sure. I know that you and Christina and everyone that Bubba and Steve and Dan and Jason and his lovely wife Amanda, everyone that came out last night to Ray's house and had a nice little time. I greatly appreciate that for you guys coming out and wishing me happy birthday, and my brother and my niece, and all the food that you guys brought was terrific. Like I said, the only thing I didn't get to try was the wings, and I wanted to, but man, I was like, oh, I'm getting full. Because I tried the chili, I
No.
tried a little bit of the chili, I tried the noodles, I tried the meatballs and the what do they call the bacon wrapped what do they call it the bacon wrapped in the weenies. What is that called? It's not pigs in a blanket, right? Because they were telling me pigs in a
No, it's not
blanket
pigs in a
is got
blanket.
like a
I don't
croissant
know.
thing over the top. It's some type of
Yeah.
breading over it. So I don't know. Yeah. So I tried those, and I tried the cheese and crackers that you brought, and oh my god, there was just so much I couldn't eat it all. I really wanted to try what Ray's gift was. Right? You remember what Ray's gift was that someone gave him?
The cakes?
No, no, no. It was a box of cereal. Do you remember what type of box of
Oh
cereal?
yeah, fruit
Oh
brew.
yeah, yeah. I really want to try that out, but I'll wait for him to like open it up, and then I'll, come early
Oh,
one day when we're doing the show or something. And I'll get
yeah.
a bowl of
Now, when you
cereal.
do that, don't leave an empty box because like you did with the wings.
Goose to invite Jade to your birthday party. Uh, don't I wish Brian? Don't I? You gotta help me, man. Because there's this cute little girl that we work with, right? The girl, I say, she's a woman, but I had a great Christina says she had a great time. When's the next party? Well, I'll tell you what, Christina. Like I said, like I was telling you outside when we were loading up your car with all the food and everything. I want to get together with you about meeting, taking advantage of the things that Cindy and I are going to do on the show. Going to different places, and maybe we can incorporate like the meet and greets with that as well. So this way, restaurants see that we're bringing people in. It's just not going to be 3 or 4 people were coming in so that they can see that everybody that supports the show or the network rather, and they can see, hey, look, this is what we bring to the table. This is what you're getting for your money. And then maybe we can do that like once a month for that particular establishment, where we go and we do some of our shows out there, like Goose Troop, Cindy. Like you and I could go, me and Carl could do Goose Troop, or we could have trivia. Me and I could bring some of the people from the other shows on to trivia that night. Because trivia and these little games these game ideas I got planned would be really fun to do at some of these places, especially a potential advertiser. So that's really what I'm thinking of is, like I want to get an advertiser for Steve and Bubba's show, an advertiser for our show, an advertiser for the quiz show, an advertiser for every single show on this network, an advertiser for Stainless, one or two more advertisers for Ray's show, you know what I mean? So that's really what my goal is. So that way everyone's show has their own advertiser, and then you just they're supporting you, so you support them, and so that's what I want to do. That was my idea with that, but all right, well, I gotta go. Like I said, I gotta run an errand or two before I get my shot.
Goose, wait a minute.
What's that?
Ask Christina when's that next meet and greet. Is that this Saturday or next Saturday?
Why? Oh, I hope she
think there's one coming up.
I got an idea in mind. I have a really good idea in mind for that, though, Christina. Please, please, please get with me, and then I'll let you know what I was thinking, whether you like it or not. I mean, it'd be cool. Yes, I'm totally down with that. All right, thank you, Christina. I appreciate that. And Christina says the 5th. The 5th.
That's this Saturday.
What are you playing?
My daughter's calling me, so I got to get off.
All right, dear. Well, thank you for joining us, and everyone in the chat room. Thank you. All right. Well, for now, we'll say goodbye, and we'll see you next time on Goose Troop. I've been trying. All right. Thanks, guys. How do I get?